If you're tired of wasting time digging through Premiere Pro's panels, FXSeeker is here to save the day. This handy tool pops up with a simple shortcut, letting you quickly find and apply the effects, transition, and presets you need. It's designed to make your editing life a whole lot easier and more efficient, so you can spend more time being creative and less time navigating menus. In this tutorial, we'll go through all the basics and tricks you need to know to get the most out of FXSeeker. So let's get started. To open FXSeeker, just hit Shift and V. And don't worry if this shortcut doesn't suit you. You can always change it to whatever works best for you. Just go to the settings right here and click whatever shortcut you like. We'll do Shift P now. And just like that, you have a new shortcut. If you're on a Mac and FXSeeker doesn't open using a shortcut, check out our other video for some quick fixes. Now, whether you're working with a single layer or multiple layers, FXSeeker handles your selection as long as the clips are highlighted. If no layers are selected, FXSeeker will prompt you to make a selection with this message. Now, let's highlight a clip. All we have to do is find the effect we're looking for and click on the clip. So here I'll click, type in Gaussian blur, enter. Boom, just like that. Gaussian blur was added to the highlighted clip. You can also find audio effects like studio reverb and even third-party effects like Boris Effects, Film Convert, and Red Giant, and more. Shout out to them, by the way. Another cool thing you can do is to search and apply presets. For example, I have a preset with a scale set to 200 and a directional blur set to 50%. So I'll search for Adam's blur. It's right there, by the way. I'm Adam. Hit enter, and there you have it, preset added. Next up, transitions. I'm highlighting two clips to add a transition between them. In my case, I want to add the classic cross dissolve, like we never left the 80s. So I'll search cross, but first I'll highlight my clips, bring up FXSeeker, type cross dissolve, hit enter. Now I'm going to get another window that says transition duration, and here I'll put what I think is right, about 20 frames, enter, and there you have it. Just like that, we added 20 frames of cross dissolve to our transition. It also works with audio clips. So if I take all of these clips, bring up my FXSeeker panel, do constant power, enter. It's going to ask again about the frames. Let's do 30. Enter. And that's it. All my frames now have 30 frames of transition constant power. Now, if you like the transition prompt, check this out. FXSeeker isn't limited to effects. It also controls motion and opacity properties. So if I select a clip here, I'll take this one. I want to zoom in a little bit. So I'll type scale. And I have two options, set scale and change scale. If I do set scale, I can set it to 150. And then that knows to zoom in the clip by 150. Now, you can also type in scale again, go to change scale. Now, if we use change scale, it's more mathematical. So if we're at 150 now, I want to take off 50, just do -50. Boom, just like that. Resets my scale. This is a game changer for me because I oftentimes use the scale properties, and I'm usually used to doing either a copy paste of an effect and not having it dialed down. But here, because I can select multiple clips, go in, type scale, set scale, 150. I've done it not only to one clip, but two clips at the same time. And you can do it for as many clips as you want. Now, these prompts also work with opacity and rotation. With position and anchor point, the prompts are a little bit different, but the ability is there to control with X and Y axis. Some of you might have noticed already that FXSeeker actually keeps track of your most recently used effects. So as you can see here, I have Adam blur and change opacity. I can come down here and clear the recents. Click yes. And now it's empty again. So when you go to search for your new effects, you'll apply them and it'll be ready for you to use. Also, you'll notice that there's a few hearts here. Those are all my favorite effects, things that I use most often. And to do that, it's really simple. We'll just type in Adam. And as you can see, it's not selected right now. As soon as I do that, I can erase my effect. And then I should find it here. Thank you for watching this tutorial on FXSeeker. Stay tuned for upcoming features such as labels, nests, and the ability to remove transitions from selected clips. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at support@fxseeker.com. Happy editing.